Hello! It is Monday night, August 2nd, and I have only made these three over the past, I don't know, 10, 14 days. I'm not sure how long it's been. How July is a busy month. I just didn't even realize how busy July is, but July is a busy month, and I'm going to check and see if next year is going to be as busy. But these are the only three that I've managed to finish. I've done covers for some more, but these are the only three I've managed to finish. And these are also the ones, these two were the ones that I'd had in boxes with the parts and pieces, just waiting for me to put them together forever. So I finally did stitch them, getting back into the habit of doing the coptic stitch binding on these two. So two coptic stitch bound and one travel journal. I'm trying to decide if this is going to be my last travel journal or if I'm going to do more. I think this may be my last travel journal. I may still make like lengthwise legal size pamphlets or whatnot, but I have two or three. I have all the leather treated file folders that I made that I can do stuff with, but I may do stuff besides travel journals with them. I'm thinking about expanding into doing like hardback, like legal size books with bigger paper or whatnot. This is one of the covers that I have put together and just need to fill with paper, basically. So I've got the little grommets already cut into it. And this is another one that I've already decorated and whatnot. Just need to fill with paper. I haven't even punched the holes in this one. I'm trying to decide if I want to do multiple signatures, and I probably will, since it's, or if I want to do wraparound, because it's got a wide spine, so to speak. But these are still covers, not books. So I'll do the travel journal first, since I'm still debating as to whether or not I'm going to do any more in this format. The tie for this one is acrylic yarn braided with reclaimed, the drawstring that goes in sweatpants. So that's what this the teal acrylic yarn is wrapped around to make this tie. And I made this pin holder specifically for this particular journal because it matches the ones on the top and bottom edge. I ran out of this one, so I used a different tape for the sides. And I braided the same acrylic yarn that's used to wrap this, and I just braided 3 strands in it to make the ties here. And I didn't braid it long enough for this one. So actually, this is probably a better way to do it because it's got a little bit of a elastic in this one, so it'll be easier to take the whatchamacallits out and put them back in if it were to come to that. And where is my writing board? Okay, had it in a different place. I forgot to leave it with this. So standard fare for all the travel journals. This one this is not a leather treated file folder. This is just a regular file folder that I just cut to size and pasted or glued some collage artwork onto it, along with some, I think I did this one with antique Mod Podge and a little bit of the, I don't know what that shiny is. I think that's cardstock that I taped on to mask the original color. I think the one side is the blue and the other side is a manila file folder, if I remember correctly, but I made this a while back. And the others that I think I have 2 more that I haven't turned into books yet, aside from the one that I showed a second ago, that are sort of similar format. So I did the edges with washi tape and double stick tape to hold it in place. And I put a little more washi tape around the edges on the inside because this particular is one of the thin tapes. So there's no way I was going to be able to have enough to wrap it around, cover the double-sided tape, and then flip it back on this edge and have enough. So I put another layer of double-sided tape and a specific roll of another thin tape to cover the inside edges. So now that so what I was saying about this one is it's, since the thread is yarn, it does have a little bit of give in it, but not much. But having this here will give it a little bit more flexibility in terms of changing out the pamphlet in the middle. And this goes here. As you can see, I used graph paper. I found a pack of 500 sheets of 8.5 by 11 graph paper. So now I am taking pains to use that up in the journals I make with bought paper. So standard stuff. Each pamphlet is 60 sheets and has 3 pockets at the beginning covered with cardstock and 3 pockets at the back with the same cardstock, of course, and the same pockets or whatnot, of course, divided in half. And same thing in the other one. I think this one, sometimes I use different paper for the pockets, but in this one I think I had multiple of the same colors, so I used the same color paper in the for the pockets. Now this one I actually made sure to do the string, to braid the string long enough. So this one does not have this little elastic edge in it. It's just actually tied with a bow. So you've got one strand that's inside the book holding it in place, and this bow lets you moderate the tightness of it and make it tighter, looser, or whatever as you will. So, oh, I didn't show the collage work. I did these collages a long time ago, probably 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. And I have a bunch of them. So some of them are more conducive to turning into book covers than others. So the ones that are not conducive into turning into book covers, I may do something else with. Or I may turn them into book covers in layers, or make them pages in books, or something along those lines. The options are endless. So hold on a second, let me get this. As I joked before in one of my previous videos, sometimes this turns into a video about how to tie ties. And to get them right. This one was a little uneven, but goodness only knows I'll probably untie it, check it before I put it in the box to be ready for the Arts and Crafts Fair at Alamo Ranch, Del Webb Community, October 16th, 17th, and 18th. So if you're in the San Antonio area and you're interested in anything that you see here, some of them I've given away. I had a family reunion in the intervening time between some of the ones I've made. So some of the ones that I've made that you've seen in these videos have already been given away. The ones that are still remaining, though, are, of course, going to be available for sale. So if you're curious, come on out. October 16th, 17th, and 18th, Del Webb Annual Arts and Crafts Fair. So, of course, you can tell that this particular pen holder was made for this one. I had a lot of the leftover tape that I basically had wrapped it, because this was before I discovered that I could use double stick tape to make washi more durable. So I had wrapped layers and layers of this particular tape just to hope it would stay put, but that it wasn't staying put. So I just undid the layers, sealed it with Mod Podge, and then used those layers of tape to make a couple of pen holders. This one and one other one that kind of matches some of the tape that I used on this one as well. So this one has 10 signatures, and each signature has 10 pieces of paper, so that's 20 sheets. So this one, I believe, has 200 pages. And I like the size of that, and I like the chunkiness of it. I think I used a mixture of Kent paper from Daiso, typewriter paper, I don't know, washi paper. I used a bunch of different papers. You can actually see, if you go through a signature, that they all have some 5-0 paper. Let me find a whole signature here. This is Kent paper on the outside, different weights. Some of it is cardstock weight, some of it is regular weight. This was washi paper from a pack that only had, I think, 10 sheets in it. And I don't remember where I got it from Amazon or Jet Pens, but I don't remember specifically where it came from. So another sheet of Kent paper, the 5-0 washi paper, another piece of Kent paper, 5-0 paper, Kent paper, 5-0, and then typewriter paper, I believe, or one of the other Jet Pens papers that I got from Jet Pens, I think. But I'm pretty sure it's either typewriter paper or Life paper. It might be Life paper. But in any case, each signature has the same mix of different papers. And, of course, the pen holder was made for this journal, so it matches. The cover, it's Coptic bound, of course. The cover is made of embossed leather-treated file folders. You can see these embossing folders came from Alt New, I believe. I believe these came from Alt New, and these came from, I think these were just random ones from Amazon. I don't even think they're Sizzix embossing folders, because if I recall correctly, this particular pattern is a skinny plate, a skinny embossing plate that I just did on different pieces of leather-treated file folder and then sewed them together like that, as you can see. And then did layers, like I glued two or three layers of leather-treated file folder together to make this cover, because it doesn't bend. And the ones that are only 1 or 2 layers usually bend much more easily than this. So that is this one, 2 of 3. So, once again, watch me tie things. I didn't quite get this one even either. But that is okay. Okay, so, and last but not least, this one is black paper. So it's also got, I didn't do it in the other one, but in this one, I think I actually did make, I either made pockets or I just made pink paper on the inside to offset the black. I think I just covered each signature with a pink piece of cardstock, I think is what I did. So, of course, there is no light comes through the black paper. It is like really and truly black. So there's no way to see lines on it. And I did not want to go through the hassle of tracing lines on it. So this one is, the lines on the back of this one don't really matter, but it at least still gives you something hard that you can write on. So I'm putting writing boards in all of my full-size journals. And I think I'm putting writing boards in some of the little pamphlet journals that I'll probably sell for like $1 or something like that as well. So black paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 signatures is what I usually do. The cover is just cardboard covered with washi tape, and the pen holder is the same, not the same washi tape specifically, but same family of purple washi tapes and whatnot. Front and back cover are both the same, covered with washi tape, cardboard. And in some places I had to put down some double stick tape to keep the edges from raveling up, because I think how I put this down is I just put just a couple strips of double-sided tape, and then put the washi tape over top of it. So unless I was able to get one all the way to the edge, which I am not that precise, not even close, then I had to put the heavy-duty tape just to hold the edges down. So this one is also Coptic bound, 10 signatures, and I'm pretty sure I did, because I usually do 10 sheets in each signature, so that would make this one 200 pages, but it doesn't feel that thick. So maybe I only did 5 sheets. So this one is probably just 100 sheets with 5 sheets per signature as opposed to 10. And of course, the pen that I put with this one is white, so it'll write on dark paper very, very well, because I have used them for note-taking and all kinds of things. So let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the cardstock is, you can write on it, or why is this one a weird color? That is, oh, okay. So I didn't just use pink cardstock. I also used dark gray or charcoal cardstock for the offset. So as you can see, the pattern is pink, gray, pink, gray, pink, pink, gray, pink, gray, pink, gray, or pink. So that is the pattern that I use for this one. So I had a while back, I'd purchased a bunch of black notebooks. So I was using them to take notes until I used them all up. And I finally used them all up. So now I can use my regular pens for taking notes and doing the such things like that. Hold on, let me see if I can do better with getting it more even. And once again, watch me tie. And all the cardstock is cardstock, just basic standard cardstock. The black paper is Astro Bright, Eclipse black paper that I bought 3 reams of. They were on sale a long, long time ago, so I've had 3 reams of black paper. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I know what I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking clearly, basically. So you've got, over the course of the past 10 or so days, I'm not sure how long it's been since my last video, but today is August 2nd. I have completed these 3. I've started other things, but I've only completed these 3. So if you have any questions about the books or any, any questions, any comments, then comment below. Thank you. Bye-bye.